They called her a sinner, a girl who would never be more than a shadow in the night. But what if I told you that same girl now walks the hospital halls as one of the most respected doctors in her country? Tonight, I'm going to tell you the true story of the woman who defied fate, crushed every label society threw at her, and shocked everyone who thought she'd never rise. But first, let me warn you, her journey is not a fairy tale. It's messy, dangerous, and at times almost unbelievable. The darkness before the dawn. Her world of shadows. In the back alleys of an old Arabian city, neon lights buzzed over streets that never slept. Layla was just 17, and already trapped in a life most people wouldn't dare imagine. She worked the nights, not because she wanted to, but because life left her no other door to walk through. Her father gone. Her mother sick. And in a world that moves fast, no one waits for a girl with no money and no name. They called her the night girl. And for years, she believed that's all she'd ever be, the first spark of change. One rainy night, a stranger appeared, not a client, but a man in a white coat. He wasn't looking for her. He was looking for someone who needed help. That night, she watched him save a life, right there on the wet street. Layla didn't know why, but something shifted inside her. For the first time, she thought, what if I could do that? What if I could be more? Sounds crazy, right? A street girl dreaming of becoming a doctor, but that's where it began. A dangerous decision. The very next morning, she walked away from the street. No goodbye, no explanation. But leaving wasn't simple. The people who controlled that world didn't let their girls go. And here's where it gets risky. One of them followed her. And what happened next could have ended her dream before it began. But we'll come back to that night later. Learning to fight back. She found work cleaning floors at a tiny clinic. Every day, she watched the doctors, memorizing their moves. At night, instead of selling herself, she studied medical books she found in the trash. And here's the part that might surprise you. She had a mind like steel. Every fact, every diagram, she absorbed it all. But life doesn't like giving second chances so easily. The breaking point. One evening, she overheard the clinic owner laughing about her. She wants to be a doctor. That girl, she'd be lucky if she learns to mop properly. It hurt, but it also lit a fire so hot it would burn for years. By the way, have you ever had someone underestimate you so badly you wanted to send them a framed picture of your success later? Yeah, she's about to do that. The climb through fire. The road to education. She saved every coin. Took night classes. Learned English from old cassette tapes. People thought she was insane. Doctors come from rich families, not girls like you. But Layla didn't care. She wasn't chasing approval. She was chasing a future. The return of the past. Remember the man who followed her the night she left the street? He found her again. This time, he didn't want her back. He wanted revenge. And that night, she learned how fragile dreams can be when danger still breathes down your neck. Just when things looked over, the same white coat stranger reappeared. He offered her protection, mentorship, and most importantly, belief. This was no romance story, it was a lifeline. And she clung to it with everything she had. The relentless grind. Years passed. While her old friends slipped deeper into the streets, Layla climbed one exam at a time. She faced failure, mockery, and even hunger. But here's the thing about hunger, it can starve you, or it can fuel you. She passed her first medical school entrance exam, not just passed-aced it, but that was just the beginning, and the world wasn't done testing her. The woman who shocked the world. The war in the hospital halls. Medical school was a battlefield. Some students treated her like dirt when they learned her past, but she refused to let shame be her cage, saving the life that changed hers. In her final year, she saved a patient in the emergency room, the same man who had once mocked her at the clinic, His eyes widened when he recognized her. She didn't gloat. She just smiled and said, "You should rest now, doctor's orders." The moment of triumph. She graduated top of her class. The day she returned. One last time, she walked down those old streets. Not as a victim, not as a night girl, but as a woman who had won. The neon lights still buzzed. But now, she was the one who shined, the final whisper. You don't have to start perfect to end powerful. And to anyone out there still trapped in their night, remember Layla's whisper, even in the darkest street. There's always a door to the light. If Layla's story moved you, imagine how many other whispers are still waiting to be heard. Subscribe to Arabian Whisperer, and let's keep uncovering the stories the world tries to hide. Who knows? The next story might be yours.